Hey everybody, welcome to the PSPW podcast. I'm Quote with Umbra, Peef, and Bhris Brown in somewhat of a capacity, I think. Yeah, Bhris is here, but he'd rather play Madden, so he's just going to chime in whenever we talk about Alexa Bliss and Jinder Mahal.
You're right.
And Brock.
And Brock, you're not
and
wrong.
Brock, of course. So he'll be here for some Raw stuff, basically.
Maybe Brock.
Well, speaking of Brock, it's pretty damn thankful that he's going to be staying in WWE, with reports that John Jones has been hit for steroid use. Ooh.
How do you get away with that for such a long time and then get fucked up like this far in? Like, because John Jones has been doing this for how long?
Yeah,
like he's world champion shit, and now, it's not great.
Yeah. So, as expected, he was stripped of the title, and I don't know what's going to happen with that, but all I know is that it puts Brock in a really awkward position now.
It just puts him in a position to make money with WWE as opposed to UFC.
Yeah, it just means
it does take away leverage from him, like, going back to doing UFC fights, but...
I think he needs leverage.
I mean, it's...
Maybe.
He doesn't necessarily need it, but, like, the paycheck is nice. Yeah.
Because eventually WWE is going to move on from him. Eventually.
He still has the option of going back to... He could go to UFC tomorrow and fight some no-name. He could do that. He did it once. But he wanted the John Jones fight, and everyone wanted the John Jones fight, because that's a lot of money right there. But with...
Exactly.
He still has that option.
Fight.
If Vince decides tomorrow, like, okay, I don't want to pay you anymore, and then cans him for some reason, then he could just do whatever. He got a GFW.
As funny as that sounds, like, do you think they would try to go for him? I mean, they would try, but do you think...
Not only would they try, they would almost succeed, I think.
I don't think they can pay him.
They can pay him. They just can't pay him and anyone else.
Yeah, he'd literally be the only one they could afford to have on the roster.
Pretty much. Him and Jeff Jarrett could just have 60-minute time limit draws every week.
Yeah. I have no idea how much Anthem is worth, but I want
to say Anthem's a pretty rich company. Let me look that up while y'all keep on.
So, before... there's something else I want to bring up here. I've lost my tab on it now.
Of course you would.
Oh, I guess... No, I got it here. No, I wanted to give my condolences to Dana Brooke and her boyfriend's family, because her boyfriend passed away recently.
Yeah, sadly.
Like, yesterday.
Yeah, it was very recent.
No, literally, I'm pretty sure yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said when I saw it. That dude was huge.
Yeah, he was huge.
Fucking gigantic.
Like,
his muscles had muscles.
It's like that SpongeBob episode where the guy's like, you gotta have muscles on your muscles sort of thing. That's what this dude had going on. It's crazy.
Remember, kids, having too much muscles is a bad thing.
So, quick aside. I tried to look up Anthem's stock market thing. They have a
net worth.
It's called their abbreviation for it. It's ANTM. Okay, I'll put that in Google, because that usually comes up with the stock market report and shit. It took me to America's Next Top Model.
I was gonna say, wait a second.
So let's try this again. I mean, they have a... Yeah, I don't know how this works, actually. Never mind. This is a poor idea. Is that 100 a share?
We have quite a bit to talk about this week. We've got Takeover, which was awesome. Summerslam, which happened. There's not too much to discuss. Yeah, there's a bit of stuff on Raw and SmackDown we can discuss. Obviously,
we were supposed to be talking some G1 too, but we can kind of...
What?
What the...
All right, who's playing Dokkan? Who's playing Dokkan Battle? Come on.
It's me.
Come on.
Dokkan? What the fuck is Dokkan Battle?
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Jesus Christ.
You you like
stuff.
And then it's one of those like gotcha collector games or whatever.
It's fun as fuck. That's what it is.
I used to play it, but I gave up because it was numbing my brain. Anyway, so we've got Takeover, SmackDown, Raw, SummerSlam. I put that to last because I.
Maybe it was that bad a show.
It was pretty bad
pretty
for about half of it. It was half.
Don't get me wrong.
bad.
Okay, the first half of the show, notwithstanding the pre-show, the first half of the show was shit. I will give you that.
Yeah, it was just dog shit. I think the only reason why I wasn't feeling so bad about the first half of the show was because I enjoyed the pre-show. So
Yeah,
That's
best
right.
pre-show ever.
put a good feeling in me, like going into the main card, and then like the first like 4 matches or whatever of like the main card were like not that great. Like there was some good stuff, but there was some bad stuff. It's like what everyone I've been hearing has been saying, like the highs were high and the lows were really low. So it's just all over the place as a show. But I want to talk about Takeover first, since it did happen first, and there was quite a bit of good wrestling on this show. Like this was not a single bad match on the card. Obviously, it's Takeover.
This was a show for me that it was good, but nothing on it was great.
Oh, you fucking mark.
Yeah,
No,
With the
I-
exception-
it was solid.
with the
I disagree
exception-
with that.
Everything about it was good. Like, just nothing stood out. Maybe the women's match stood out, but other than that, nothing really popped off the card for me.
Well,
That's obviously notwithstanding
had
the
the-
angle.
we had the one spot in the tag team match.
Oh, that was cool. The tag match was probably my favorite on the card, just because I'm a mark for tag team wrestling.
For me, and a lot of people have been getting on my case about this, I thought the opener was like my favorite match of the entire weekend. Like I loved how it was laid out. I loved the story work at the end, and it was just a vicious pace. It was definitely almost his best match since making his way to WWE, and it was one of Gargano's best singles match that I remember too, because he hasn't done a ton of singles matches, so it's fair. But
In fact, he's
Like-
only done 3, I believe, in WWE.
I think so, yeah,
Because he did the champion match.
CWC.
yeah, and then
did
he
the TJP match. Then he did the
So
may have
that
had
was my
some.
favorite on the card, probably too.
Yeah, it was just such a good opener. They just worked at such a fast speed and everything. And, it was and so many moves that were awesome.
I didn't.
Part of the problem for me is like pacing wise, it didn't translate as fast on my stream, so I couldn't tell
That's why
transitions.
you should buy the award-winning WWE Network.
Can you imagine paying for the WWE Network?
They get 3-month free trials. Make a new fucking email. Get that shit, dude. It's easy as shit.
Can you imagine paying
Anyways.
for the WWE Network?
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think my biggest issue with this match was the way the finish was executed. Like, it was a good idea for a finish, but I don't know if it looked like that was the intended way for it to go. But I think if they had given it more time to linger before Almas attacked, it would have been better.
They should have laid out that it was a beforehand.
Yeah, they did not make that clear at all.
Yeah, I was like, okay, why did a T-shirt just cost him the match? I didn't learn
Because it was a DIY shirt and he was getting flashbacks.
But you couldn't
Yeah,
tell
I know,
until someone
but you
said
couldn't tell it wasn't. Yeah,
Maybe if you were in the live crowd, you couldn't tell, but like from watching, I immediately fucking knew that was a DIY
Who
shirt.
didn't
The
fucking
second I
know that
saw
was a
it in the
DIY
air.
shirt? What are you, fucking
I figured
retarded?
it out that it was a. I figured out that it was a DIY
It was the
shirt.
same.
But it
It was the same color. Like
I could get a shirt out of my closet right now, and it is the exact same color as the DIY shirt. I am looking at it from here.
I mean, she should
you
have
have a
at least
closet?
paraded it around.
Nah, that would have. I don't think that would have worked. That would have drawn too much attention to everything. And
I think he should have just caught it, opened it up, looked at it for a second, and then got it.
Yeah,
That would have been perfect.
that would have worked.
that could have worked. Yeah.
It just would have made
Sorry.
it seem more organic rather than the commentary having to tell us directly.
Yeah, I don't think the commentary had to really say anything. I mean, obviously they would have to say something, but like, I don't know. I thought it was done pretty well. Like, I grabbed the shirt or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, that's a DIY shoot. Like, I just, I recognized the color, and I know what you said. Like, oh, there's a shirt with clothes the same color, but like, okay, that's not WWE's closet though. Like, they don't.
You're listening to
they don't-
Peef out of all people. Like,
Jillian shirts of that fucking color. Like, that's so recognizable as a DIY shirt.
I guess. I don't
John
know.
Cena's shirt.
I feel like it could have been.
He has like color.
Fuck
all the colors.
else are they gonna throw at him? Like, yeah, that's true. Cena's shirt, like, no.
Can't throw that champion shirt at him.
That'd be a twist. Just throw John Cena's shirt at him. Like Ciampa's costing him.
What? Like, what? It was fun though. It was definitely like one of the better openers I've seen in a long time though. That's
Yeah, it was a very
Always
good
winning
opener.
is the right choice too. If you want to build
Yeah.
Johnny up as an underdog, he's got to take the losses.
Yeah, especially since it
Yeah,
wasn't
I
like
think
it wasn't a
perfectly
clean
fair.
loss or anything.
Plus almost needed the win with the new
That's
manager
right.
and everything. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's when somebody has a manager and they keep losing, or they look worse with having the manager. The manager should be making a difference for them. They should be getting the wins and such. So I'm, even though it wasn't originally my prediction to have him win, I'm okay with it in the end just because it does make a bit more sense.
Honestly, my prediction was Johnny just on the basis that I don't watch NXT TV, so I didn't know Almas had a manager.
Fair enough. He did get a manager, and he's been doing a bit better. He's still been taking a couple losses here and there, but he's overall been winning more since having her.
Fair enough.
And I'm not used to seeing her with that dark hair, so it throws me off every time. She looks like a different person to me.
Completely.
Yeah, I'm just like, for a second I was like, wait, no, that's fucking Taya Trinidad. What the hell? Jesus. I almost don't recognize her. Okay. So, next match was for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Authors of Pain versus Sanity. And by God, this was a fun car crash.
Yeah, this was a good match.
This
Was my favorite match on the show. Personally,
Everyone complained when Dane was taken out for Young, but it made sense by the end.
we kind of built up the whole master plan thing. Plus, then Dane could murder
Himself.
himself, his girlfriend apparently.
Yeah,
And one of the
Just
authors, whichever one that one is.
make a sandwich out of his girlfriend. Usually not how it works, but I'm down. It was such a good match, and Wolf was the goddamn MVP of that match.
Wolf was
Wolf
very-
actually showed like progress. Like I've never liked him, but he showed a great performance this time. Really good.
I never loved Wolf, but I always kind of liked him just because I liked his look and everything. But he always felt like he was just kind of standing in the back, especially when you have the three others that have been given some sort of highlight. He was just kind of like that other guy that was there. So this was a really nice way just to have him get that spotlight for once, and he totally deserved it. He busted his damn ass. Oh, it was really fun. Like I said, it was one of those fun car crashes, just silly spots all over the place. But it was a good time. It was a really good time, and it was cool to see Sanity win.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird to see Authors of Pain lose, but I'm okay with it given Sanity's unpredictability and stuff like that.
And what happened with the post-match?
What happened with the post match with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish coming out to
Red
essentially enter themselves. Yay,
Fucking
Red Dragon,
vanilla
although they're not going to
midgets.
call them Red Dragon. They're probably going to do what they've been doing with Gallows and Anderson and just probably call them O'Reilly and Fish or something like that.
Called him Dragon. Take out the red.
Just call them Dragon.
Also, now we're talking about
Dragons.
this. I love Bobby Fish. He's a great wrestler. What kind of fucking name is for a wrestler is Bobby Fish?
For a
It sounds like a-
looking guy like him?
It sounds like a 1980s jobber.
Kinda. Thank goodness he isn't. But
No good, this is his real name, so I'm gonna get my ass kicked if he ever sees me in public.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
his real name is Bobby Fish. Like, that's his name.
Robert Andrews Fish, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it made sense in the end. Just you wouldn't expect Red Dragon to take out both authors if they were standing tall at the end.
This is true. That would be a bit weird. Unless they wanted to go with him being face. So.
Yeah.
I think something I really enjoyed was that they didn't immediately tease O'Reilly and Fish as a tag team. They had them both come in as like singles dudes, which I was pointed with at first. Like, I was okay with the thought because I like O'Reilly as a singles guy. I think he's pretty solid. Fish is fine too. He's not like super amazing, but he has his moments.
He's solid.
Yeah, he is solid. Like, I don't have major complaints about him. But when I saw them come together again as a tag team, I was just like, oh, this is perfect. This is actually perfect.
Yeah. I thought this, like, there was no rumors of them signing Fish beforehand. We were like, for months, it's all O'Reilly, and then Fish shows up and it's like, ooh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. It's honestly a well-needed boost to the tag team division, which has had a lot of problems. It's like, you have Authors of Pain, you have Sanity, you have Heavy Machinery, and then that was some other dudes floating around, but...
Were they the Ely brothers? Yeah, the Ely brothers.
Yeah, but they're like nobodies right now.
Hey, they're large.
Yeah,
They
your
could probably be in charge.
Street Profits.
Yeah, the Street Profits. Yeah. They're going to do a lot of jobs to Red Dragon, I bet.
That's going to... It'll make them better, so I'm okay with that.
We should have TM61 returning soon.
We should.
It's awesome.
They should be ready to go sometime the next month, I think.
If
not done already. Yeah. Next match was Hideo Itami versus Aleister Black. And Aleister came in with, I guess it was like the band, or not the full band. I think it was like Code Orange and then
I think
the band that sings.
I think it was Code Orange and what's the band?
The lead singer from Incendiary or whatever the name of the band was. I don't know.
I think that was the case.
Yeah, obviously live music performances don't really translate well to WWE, so it didn't really sound all that great.
It didn't sound good on TV, but the crowd went nuts for it.
It probably sounded better live, but maybe. I don't know.
It just depends on band and the song.
It really, really does. Because I've heard some live performances on WWE TV that have been pretty solid, but I've also heard a lot of shitty ones. So, man, they had Machine Gun Kelly one time. What the hell?
Yeah, he did the theme song for fucking SummerSlam, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, like last year he did a thing, and then Owens attacked
Praise
him.
Owens.
Amazing.
Praise Owens.
Quote, you could get high, or you could get low. That's all I remember in the song, actually. So. Go for broke.
The only reason I remember Machine Gun Kelly exists is because someone said that I kind of looked like him at one point, and I was just like, well, I guess so. And they're like, you should become a rapper. And I'm like, I can't rap, though. And they said, well, neither can he. I'm like, well, okay. So
anyway.
So maybe I'll become a rapper someday. Anyway, this match, Itami versus Black, I thought this was really fun.
Hitting, so that was good.
Oh, these guys literally bloodied each other. Like, Black was busted open at one point. Well, I don't think Itami got any cuts.
Hideo bloodied Aleister. Aleister did not bloody fucking Hideo. He got murdered. This was honestly, to me, like, it was almost exactly what it should have been. I think it would have been really nice had they had a bit more drama to the match. Like, I don't know what it was. Action, but something felt missing to me. There was nothing on the line. It was just kind of two guys who started fighting.
There wasn't really any psychology to it. Like, it's just hit each other hard, and that's it.
Oh.
Why'd it get so quiet?
No.
Well,
Don't-
how did
there's
you
so much-
go?
No, I'm good.
Okay. What were we talking about? Alistair Black match. I think the
Yeah, just-
finish was a bit of a drag to the grand scheme of it because it just kind of happened. Nothing really led up to it. It was just kind of move. Oh, finisher. Oh, the match is over. Oh.
Yeah, and you could kind of see it was going to happen that way too. Just like,
Yeah.
he's going to run at
don't
him.
have
He's
much
going
to
to get
say on
kicked.
this match. It was just okay, but gets match on the card for me.
I still really liked it. I was having so much fun watching it.
So, did
But
your man die?
I'm right here.
What is going on?
I don't
think
know.
Quotes Mike died.
Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry.
Okay, that was strange.
Yeah,
Sorry about
it was my cat's fault. He like bumped into the thing and
Oh, okay.
that. How did your
Yeah.
cat or whatever?
Got anything to add,
Very
Doug?
nice. Wrestling.
huh? What'd you say? I don't
This
know.
is going
Peef.
exceptionally well. Women's match. How's it going? Okay.
The women's
Ember
match-
versus Asuka. It happened.
It seems like a lot of people thought that this was the best match on the card, and I didn't hate it. I actually quite liked it, but it didn't have the same impact for me as everyone else. It seems like people were like, "Oh, this was so good. This is one of the best women's matches ever." And I'm sitting here
second
thinking, like,
best.
good. It was definitely good. It didn't feel great to me, and I'm not even entirely sure why. I think for me it was probably because maybe like a third of the way through the match, it kind of clicked in my head like, oh, Asuka's winning this. Normally, and going into this match, like, I think a lot of people thought that this was either going to be like a definitive Ember Moon win or maybe something screwy would happen. But like, it wasn't until like flip spot, but like before that, just watching the pacing of the match, I'm just like, man, something's bothering me about this match. Like, I don't feel like Ember Moon's going to come out of this the winner. And then
She
that
shouldn't
eclipse
have.
happened and Asuka kicked out, and I was like, oh, well, there we go. It's not happening.
That's another contender
Yeah.
down.
Asuka sold the heck out of that Eclipse, though.
It's kind of
She
hard
died.
not to. Yeah, I
So,
can't imagine.
That should have ended it, honestly, with the way she sold it. Rock Level is selling like the stunner with that.
She died, and it was awesome.
Her kicking out pretty awesome too.
Yeah, she's showing a lot more character. I really like what this title reign has done for her, especially like in the character department.
Sad that it's likely going to end depending on her recovery time, since she's apparently injured now because of
4 to
this
6
match.
weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. Nothing serious.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Hopefully, just 4 to 6 weeks.
It's enough time that she doesn't have to wrestle at all on TV. She can just kind of chill. Like, she can show up for the first set of tapings and not have to do anything. She doesn't even have to show up, really. They can just have her looming in the shadows or whatever the fuck.
NXT don't care about 30-day rules.
Yeah.
Is
I don't
the
think anyone
next
cares about 30-day rules.
is the next fucking takeover before or after the Mae Young Classic ends?
After.
After.
It's Survivor
The
Series.
next one is
Survivor
Houston
Series.
Takeover.
I would assume there is your
Yeah,
next
Survivor
NXT Women's
Series.
Champion. Then.
No, I don't. I think Asuka will be out of there by then.
I'm saying she'll be out of there, but you have to do something with the belt still.
He's saying that's where she's going to drop the title.
I'm pretty sure she'll probably be healed up by the time the final happens, if anything.
She could there's a couple options. You could, if you want to, you can have her lose to the winner of the final. You could have the winner of the final just have it. You're winning. You could have.
No, because that would totally.
I know the
kill
issue
what
with
they're
that.
doing.
But yeah, I see your point. But I don't know, you're in a weird position. Or you could maybe the winner and say Ember get a match for the vacant title.
But why Ember? Why are we still going on with this Ember thing? She needs
I
to
just
go away.
named a person. It can be Nikki Cross. It can be Peyton Royce. I don't care who it is. Just find somebody.
Peyton Royce.
Whoa. You're saying that like she's a bad thing.
Liv Morgan.
Fuck Liv Morgan.
Fucking Liv Morgan.
Hey, Peef said anyone. Peef said anyone.
I did say anyone, but not her. Also not Aaliyah. Specifically.
Oh, okay. Definitely not her.
Yeah, not Aaliyah.
Yeah. It was a good match, but I don't know where they go from here, is my main thing.
I think the injury is like obviously unfortunate because injuries in general are unfortunate. But I think like the way that NXT is scheduled, like with its month-long taping periods and stuff, I think actually like is really helpful in this situation. And in general, like if a champ suffers like a minor injury where they have to be gone for like just maybe a set of tapings, which is the case here, or I guess 2 tapings, but depending on how they do it, I think it'll be fine as long as they are careful with it. I think what they'll have to do is they'll have to have Asuka obviously wrestle in some capacity on the second set of tapings after the injury, but they'll have to have her appear a bunch, and then I don't know. Second set. They can maybe tape. They can maybe do something with her. I don't know what they'll do.
Even not
for one episode or something.
Even notwithstanding the injury,
not necessarily wrestle, but like just show up and be like almost wrestling, I guess you could say.
Even notwithstanding the injury, they're in a weird spot though, because like who
they've completely gutted their division with her.
Nobody's ready for Asuka.
Yeah, it's not just a tagline at this point; it's actually the truth.
Yeah, so they have to.
Like,
I think
maybe they do a number 1 contenders tournament out of the people. That way
they can do that. You can't run
back.
You can't run a tournament next to a tournament for the same division.
Contendership matches.
Well, also you have to keep in mind that the Dusty Rhodes Classic is going to be happening at some point soon too. So
also true.
They can't do that and have another women's tournament going at the same time.
That's 3 tournaments.
Yeah.
By the way, is the Mae Young Classic after Raw?
The Mae Young Classic is on.
I thought it was after SmackDown.
Yeah, it's after SmackDown.
It's on Mondays. It's after SmackDown?
Yeah.
I thought they said it was on Mondays for some reason. Okay.
Well, October 12th is a Tuesday, so.
Fair enough.
Or no, it's October 12th is on a Thursday. September 12th is on a Tuesday. So is it the 10th or the 17th? Which state were they doing?
The 12th is the final.
3 very different things.
The date they picked for the final.
September 12th.
Okay, September 12th.
So
yeah, it was. Tuesday? I don't know why I was thinking October. Yeah, it is a Tuesday. Yeah, September 12th is a Tuesday.
It airs on the 28th.
It was airing on the 28th.
Wait, what?
It airs on the 28th of this month, and the finals are on the 12th.
Yeah. Oh, okay then.
The finals are September 12th?
Yes.
Yes.
How is that possible?
They're not in October, they're in September.
Because they're doing, they're releasing episodes 4 at a time.
Oh, yeah, that'll do
it. They're doing the first 4 episodes on Monday. Yes, this upcoming Monday. And then the next Monday they'll put up the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
And then on the 12th they'll have the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. So, okay.
I actually like that, to be honest. I like them putting all of the
that's like a
episodes
Netflix release kind of thing.
Yeah, and I really like that system.
It probably won't be bad. I kind of like the you get a certain amount of matches a week with the CWC, but I guess this is fine.
I'm only watching Kairi Sane matches, so you know.
Oh god, is Kairi Sane Alexa Bliss?
Yes.
He likes the cute ones.
I dare you to tell me that she can't wrestle. I dare you. Say
Kairi Sane?
Say it, Peef. Say she can't wrestle.
I won't say
Sane's one of the best wrestlers in the world. What the hell are you talking about?
No,
you know what though? She can't. You know what though? She can't talk.
That's not even fair, dude.
She's Japanese though.
It's accurate.
She can talk in Japanese.
Are we in Japan? You might be, quote, but
we could be. We could be in Japan. I'm close enough.
Peef, I want you to look
we'll
at. I want you to look at the Showdown chat for a minute.
You want me to look at what?
I want you to look at the Showdown chat for a minute.
Okay. I'm looking.
Hold on.
I am holding on. I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right. Well, we gotta talk about this last. We gotta talk about this last match. So this podcast is gonna be long time at this rate. Okay.
It's good.
So, final match of the card for Brooklyn 3 was Bobby Roode versus Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship, with Drew McIntyre winning after a bunch of finishers by both of them, I guess. What was it? He went for Claymore, that didn't work, and then Roode was going for 2 Glorious DDTs, I think. I think he got one. I think, did he land the second one?
Yeah, he was going for the Cena-esque third one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if he was going for the second.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if he was going for the second or going for the third.
He was going for the third one.
Countered into a Claymore for the win.
Yeah, he was doing the Super Cena thing, where he rolls and does the second AA. He was gonna do that, and then he countered it.
He was going for a third one. I'm reading a spoiler right out. He was going for a third one, but it got blocked.
I like the idea that Drew took 2 finishers, but then the third one he was like, "Oh, I can counter this." My master plan is taking 2 finishers has finally paid off.
Just getting pelted by finishers, and then is able to muster the energy to squeeze something out for the win.
Yeah.
Alright, so SummerSlam, fuck that.
With this match, it just felt like another by numbers match.
It felt like a very
Eric
WWE main event match.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
What I think surprised a lot of people is how big Drew is.
He's 6'5".
Yeah, but size comparison to so much bigger.
So this match, to me, I honestly felt like I was watching a Triple H main event from the mid-2000s.
I mean, is Bobby Roode not Triple H?
He is pretty much. He is.
Corporate H versus Scottish H for the Triple H Championship right there.
Nice of that Wiley. Nice of that Wiley veteran Aiden English putting over that young talent Bobby Roode.
We'll get to that. We're not to SmackDown yet.
Yeah, we haven't even got the.
At this rate, we won't.
But this was for me
It was an okay match, but just paint by numbers.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was enjoyable, but it wasn't great by any means.
It was pretty much the antithesis of an NXT match.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What was interesting was our post-match where we had Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish show up again, but flanked with
Adam Cole.
Or as I like to say, he's now going to be Cole Adams. Yab.
Cool.
Cole Adams.
Yeah.
Cole Adams, dude! I don't know how to feel about Adam Cole, because I don't hate his in-ring work. I think he's a solid wrestler. He's good, but some of his booking over the years has been really frustrating to watch, and not frustrating I wish he could be used better. More so, I wish they would use him a little worse, because I feel like he gets kind of shoved down our throats in a way.
He's a Bullet Club member. What do you expect?
Very good.
He's dead Bullet Club member. That's what he.
It's he's resurrected. I mean, as long as they do the angle with him being Michael Cole's son, it'll be fine.
I don't want to see that. Really,
what I like is that at least we're getting a stable up top. So we have Adam with Red Dragon. So
yeah, he's in the position. I don't know. It's just again, I like Adam Cole, but he's in that position that he often finds himself, where he's either the leader of a stable or he's just part of a goddamn stable. He has become known for in the indies now is just being another part of a stable. I like when he's doing like super cocky heel shit on his own, where he's basically telling people to suck his dick. Like, that is prime Adam Cole right there. I feel like he
just wants to keep a stable job.
Fish and O'Reilly's, best shot for an introduction to the WWE universe, though.
Man,
so
I was going to say this earlier, but I completely forgot. But Bobby Fish has some of the facial expressions for a heel. Like, he looked so goddamn smug and badass. Like, oh my god, it was so good.
Natural at it.
Because he is like that. Like, he's been around for ages, and he's got that age on him. He's in his 40s, I'm pretty sure.
Bobby Fish?
Yeah.
Not in his fucking 40s.
He's at least 39.
Okay, 37, but he's close enough. Yeah, he's 37. But, like, he's up there. Like, he's up there in age. Not the look for it, too. And not like, oh my god, he looks so old, but, like, he looks seasoned, I guess you could say. Like, his experience shows with his facial expressions and everything like that. So
He also has a look. Like, so to match his look. Because it's just so natural.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this stable is going to go and what they're going to do. It's probably just going to lead to, I don't know, maybe them winning the Dusty Rhodes tournament.
All I have to say is more stables, more good.
I don't...
Stables.
I don't have a complaint.
Good old
I have no issues with stables as long as they're booked properly. How few of them exist on the main roster. I'm okay with NXT making up for it.
Oh, fuck. If they want to make some main roster acts out of it, Sanity can be a main roster act. This fucking Ring of Honor shit can be can be a main roster act.
Like,
you got money.
How many stables are on the main roster right now?
I want to say one, the New Day.
Is it like, as far as I can think of, it's just New Day. And I guess The Miz and The Miz Taraj are technically a stable as well, but like...
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's more of just a tag team following around. They're like
Jinder Mahal, the Singh brothers?
That's like a tag team because the Singh brothers combined might count as one person.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't really think of them as a stable. I almost think of them as just like his managers, if you will. Managers that happen to be wrestlers, too, like cruiserweight wrestlers.
Okay, how about Titus Worldwide?
Technically, sure, but...
That's a weird...
singles matches again.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like... I don't even know if the company considers them like a stable right now. It sort of just feels like, Titus managing Tozawa with Apollo Crews showing up sometimes.
I'm smiling.
Like, New Day is the only solid stable that I can think of right now, because all the others have like an asterisk next to their name.
The Shield soon enough again. Soon enough.
All right. So overall, I enjoyed. It's good. Obviously, it's not like an all-time classic, but it's still solid.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain has signed with Titus Worldwide. What?
I don't even know anymore. Like I said earlier, good, not great for me.
I thought it was a great show. I enjoyed every match, even the worst match. The main event was still good for me, so I'm fine with it. But now for a show that I wasn't as fine with, SummerSlam. Now SummerSlam, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like the drizzling shits like Battleground. It wasn't something that the company should necessarily be ashamed of. But overall,
In the name of time, can we just kind of jet through most of these, at least for the first half?
It's probably not very hard to do that.
First half we can get to. Okay, so there was
Mistride versus
the opener in front of 10 people.
Was it Mistride versus Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and Jason Angle?
Which is really silly because apparently they opened the doors to the Barclays at like this around the same time they started that match.
This match didn't even need to be there. This was
really
a wrong
match.
It was a way to get Miz and the Hardys a payday.
No, it was a way to get Jason Jordan on the card.
Yeah.
They're not working with Jordan's been doing a lot of losses lately, which I find very weird.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not behind him yet, so I can't care too much.
I mean, I'm not saying I care. I'm just saying it's very uncharacteristic of this company to do that.
Oh, maybe
they're probably building.
Maybe this will be our way to. Maybe they're building into a heel turn angle from like 99 to 2000.
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to do something like that, you kind of why wait, but not. I don't know. It's weird. The gimmick's weird. The angle's weird. They're doing it poorly.
Raw is pretty top heavy, so they got to pick and choose who gets wins.
Yeah, and it was not the Hardys today, so not Jason Jordan either. I mean, I guess if you're not going to have Miz defend his title on the show, you might as well give him a win at least.
But I don't have any feelings about this match, really.
It was just a whatever match. Cruiserweight Championship, Tozawa defending against Neville. Neville won his title back for whatever fucking reason. I guess they wanted to have they wanted to have a title change on Raw for the sake of. And then they're like, oh, let's just give it back to Neville. Are you sports entertained?
I wasn't sports entertained.
Match was pretty good.
Match was good, but Akira should get a fair shot at a title run.
He should have, yeah. I think it's silly. I think it would have helped with the whole Titus Worldwide thing, would have helped make them seem a bit, above the dirt.
Plus, Neville could have ran with a Broken King gimmick.
Could have been. Yeah, that would have been cool too. But
we're go with that.
Fight Cedric. Fight Jack. Fight Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, but then who does fucking
Akira? He's already fought all of them, though.
Also, he's already fought all of them, yes.
Not just Broken King Neville.
Yeah, who does Tozawa fight them? Fucking Gulak?
What's wrong with that?
Nice?
What's wrong with Nice?
Noam Dar?
I see
he can
nothing.
Fight Dar, he can fight Nice, he can fight anybody, really.
Why? None of them matter. That would make it. That would take a bad division and make it worse. But he's not over.
You can get him over.
You could fight Jack.
Someone's fucking spine. I don't know.
I think if it was as easy as that. I think if it was as easy as that to get somebody over, then we wouldn't be having this conversation about the cruiserweight division sucking.
Well, the cruiserweights suck because they don't let them do anything.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying it's a statement. It's true regardless of why it's true.
Like, they let the heavyweights do more, for fuck's sakes. Like, how he's... the heavyweights are allowed to do cruiserweight shit, but the cruiserweights aren't allowed to do cruiserweight shit? The fuck's going on there?
Like, what is heavyweight stuff?
Gotta do rest holds and power slams and tests of strength.
Like, the cruiserweights are looking like fucking 1980s heavyweights right now. This is bullshit.
I wouldn't go that. We're exaggerating. But
maybe they should finally throw Kalisto into the cruiserweight division.
I think Kalisto... Oh, no, he's on Raw.
Doing anything?
Kalisto's just there to take losses.
Why not? I mean, they put Enzo in the cruiserweight division. Might as well put Kalisto there, too.
But Enzo's over and Kalisto isn't.
Yeah, but Enzo's there for a different kind of reason.
Enzo's there because if he's not there, he's out of the fucking company.
There's that, and he's also there to actually make the division over. You know how weird it's gonna be? It's gonna hear somebody getting babyface reactions as opposed to Neville. To be brand new, Austin Aries didn't do it. Zawa didn't do it. Fucking Gallagher barely did it. Who was before him? Rich Swann definitely didn't do it.
Fair enough.
TJP almost did the exact opposite.
I mean, he's a heel now, so I guess that works. In hindsight, it's worked out.
Well, he hasn't really done anything with the heel turn.
No one's done anything in the division. Nobody does do anything in the division. It's literally Neville.
Also, very good point.
It's literally just Neville and whoever he is defending against at the time. That's all it ever is. It's a two-person division because they don't care about the cruiserweights. But at the same time, they can't just fire like 20 people at once because it'll make them look bad.
Can't in one or two different levels.
They can. They don't want to.
They could. They could fire everybody in the fucking company other than fucking Cena. But like,
and Roman.
Fucking bad if they just jettisoned the fucking cruiserweight division.
What if they made the cruiserweight division like an NXT extension? Like
that's what it should have been. The cruiserweights should have just been a part of NXT. They could have. SmackDown, but they're not doing that.
For the sake of us ever finishing the show, let's move on. SmackDown Tag
Team. I thought, from a wrestling standpoint, this is like my favorite match on the card.
Very good.
Honestly, this was the match of the weekend until the main event of SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, this was so good. I'm so happy that this is good too. Like,
yeah,
it just shows
this is
that
why you don't put New Day on the pre-show.
Yeah, or Usos for that matter, because they're both both teams are just fucking amazing right now. And
Usos kind of have a reputation for like making gold in the pre-show. Didn't they have that Shield match?
Yeah.
They had a pre-show match with the Shield that was pretty good. They had a really good pre-show match with the Wyatt family that was really good too. I think it was like a 2 out of 3 falls match with them. It was really good. They're honestly like they are the pre-show kings. Like they always look great when they're on the pre-show.
So you're saying that Ryback isn't the pre-show king? Is that what I'm hearing?
Ryback invented pre-shows, but he lets others rule it because he doesn't want to. Because he is a main show guy.
He's a benevolent man. So this was so good.
I think this can be summed up in like maybe 3 ways. That amazing performance by the Usos, amazing double team moves by both teams that they bust out for the first time, and Xavier Woods looked like a star.
That friggin' backbreaker! Oh my god!
Yep, that pretty much sums it. It was very good, very good.
Impresses me the most is that these two teams are improving like by the week. Like they're getting better and better matches as time goes on. And I already thought that both were like really solid, and they keep busting out new shit and coming up with like different methods of psychology. And it's like, Jesus Christ! Like give these two teams like another year, and just imagine the craziness that they're going to be pulling off. They'll be like.
Honestly, I think this might be the twilight of New Day.
It would be hard for them to find any other team to feud with, like the Usos, that they can have this good matches.
I mean, you're right, but how many times can you have that match?
I don't know how many times has Ric Flair had the same match over and over.
Well,
this is similar stuff that I said a month ago. Like I thought that they had already like peaked in terms of, their chemistry and everything, and then they had continued to exceed my expectations.
Yeah, but
so
again, like you're saying, how many times can we get New Day versus Usos? But how many times we got Roman versus Braun, and they've been better every time?
Okay, I'm not saying that the matches will ever be bad. I'm saying that how long is the company going to keep going in the same direction until they decide to turn left?
They're probably going to shift. I think they are going to shift now with, the introduction of Shelton Benjamin and everything. But no, man, I am kind of concerned for the New Day. I don't know what the hell they're going to do right now.
We'll just have to see. That's the fun of tuning in.
Yeah. Also, Usos versus Shelton and Gable sounds like perfect, actually, to give the New Day a chance to do other things.
I'm so down for that.
Maybe they can turn the Hype Bros heel and have them feud with
No. Next match. I don't even want to entertain that idea.
Okay.
All right. Cena versus Corbin. Cena versus Corbin.
Okay, so
Cena versus Corbin. Corbin's dumb.
This was just bullying on the company's part, honestly.
It was just fucking...
It just, everybody, the commentators, Cena, the crowd, everyone was just bullying Corbin here.
Yeah, this
granted, he was talking shit to a military dude, but, that doesn't excuse all the bullying that happened in this match.
He didn't even know he was a military guy. The military guy pulled it out at the very last,
Yeah, and then Corbin was like, oh. Wait a minute, you can't insult me, I'm in the military. It's like, no, that's not really how this works. But
I'm gonna be real, I don't care why Corbin's push got aborted so quickly. I don't like how it happened, but I don't really care that it did happen. And I knew this would happen. I was so shocked when I saw how many people thought Corbin was going to win this match when they did what they did to him with Money in the Bank.
I figured that I had Cena winning beforehand, like I said, and I figured this was a way to get Corbin heat back. But nope, I'll summon up.
They don't want him to have heat.
They don't want him to have anything.
Yeah, I'll sum this up in two things: Corbin, dumpster fire, and Cena wins.
That's about it. For the sake of this ever ending, let's go ahead and move on because this match is where I have a lot to talk about.
We had the women's title match with Natalya versus Naomi.
That match was better than it had any business being. By the way, I think Quote's internet went all Thailand on him, so that might be an issue. This match wasn't as. This match was way better than I would have given it credit for beforehand. It wasn't great. It didn't offend me. I watched it and it was fun. Best match of Naomi's career, probably.
Probably. It didn't have any right to be good. No one cares about either one. Well, maybe some people care about Naomi.
Who cares about Naomi so I can shoot them?
Florida?
Even Orlando didn't really cheer, did they?
No, they didn't.
Natalya winning the belt, I feel, was that's what I predicted. I did not expect her to keep it. I definitely thought Carmella would just kind of come in.
I figured
with the Natalya reign.
We're just waiting for Charlotte to come back for it, aren't we?
I guess, but that is kind of up in the air as long as Rick's in the hospital.
Maybe give it to Becky in the meantime.
I mean, you could do that.
We're giving it to Tamina, guys. Relax.
Get the fuck out of here, Tamina.
Just give it to Lana already. Get it over with.
You might as well elaborate shit. I think... I don't know. I have no clue what you're going to do.
It was an okay match, but...
It was fine. There's not much to talk about it. Sorry, Cole, you're not going to get a chance to talk about Natalya versus fucking... whatever.
Yeah.
Big Show versus Cass. I think we could all skip
this. And a shark cage.
This match
and a shark cage.
This was sports entertainment, is what this was.
Horrible still.
Oh, the match was horrible. I'm not talking about the match. I don't give a fuck about the match. I'm talking about the fucking Enzo. That was probably my second favorite part of the night. Him oiling up and going out of the cage.
Okay.
Just like a geek.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Horrible match.
Horrible match, funny. Great moment.
It was okay moment. It did drag on longer than it should have.
100%. They shouldn't have had the match, to be perfectly honest with you. That should have been pre-show 1. But they did it, and yeah.
You want to know how they could have? You know how they could have fixed it?
Not had it.
Put Enzo in the shark cage, lift it up, give Cass a giant stick, and just prod Enzo.
What kind
there
of
you go.
stick? I don't even want to know.
A spear.
A spear. Give me a spear and prod Enzo.
Yeah, he's gonna start dancing around too. Oh yeah, he will start dancing around. You know, hoisting the spear like.
Quote: I'm sorry to inform you, you missed the discussion of Natalya versus Naomi. By the way, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I was just gonna say that they're fine. Like Natty winning, we'll see what happens.
Add on Big Show Cass, or are we gonna move on?
Move on. Before I kill myself, move on.
When this man busted out the oil, I started laughing so hard. I thought that was the funniest thing. Like, it's terrible that he did that, but it was very, very funny.
You like seeing Enzo oiled up, don't you?
Although he's like, I did it, I got through, yeah. And he drops down, and he gets murdered, and it's made me laugh even more.
You like seeing Enzo oiled up. I see you, Cole.
All right.
Yeah, I've seen enough of this feud. So let's see. Oh yeah.
Randy versus Rusev is next.
There's literally nothing to talk about this match. I told you guys, this company does not give a fuck about Rusev. Why does nobody ever listen to me by saying nobody gives a fuck about Rusev in this company?
Because it's completely illogical. Why would you not care about Rusev? What the fuck did he do? He hasn't done anything wrong.
What about the last 2 years with fucking Rusev have told you, oh, this company cares?
Rusev is just basically getting Bray Wyatted at this point.
He's just there. He's a warm body who can do jobs. That's what it is.
And remember, it only takes one.
It took a really cool RKO, though.
Like, this can't... Like, if this is still Vince being mad at him for, like, marrying Lana without his permission or some shit, then, like,
announcing it.
Then Vince is the fucking pettiest son of a bitch in the world. Like...
I don't even think it's that. I just don't think... That
storyline was shit anyway. It deserved to be derailed.
Honestly, if they did this, why couldn't New Day be on the main show? Why couldn't their match be on the main show over this?
Because you're going to put Randy Orton on the pre-show?
No. They could have this, but they could also fit New Day Usos on the pre-show with the extra time.
What you could have done is put Enzo Cass and Big Show Cass on the pre-show, but they didn't do that. It's crazy.
Because they want Cass to be seen by more people, Jason Jordan. Or
you could have put I'd say the SmackDown women on the pre-show, but you see how that went the last time they tried to do it.
They got bumped up to a very short match.
The social media went nuts. The Twitters and the Instagrams blew up.
Putting the women on the pre-show, rubber.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next match.
Yeah.
Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks.
Fuck this match.
Fuck
this match.
Bhris, wait, quote don't say anything. Bhris, I just want your unfiltered commentary on this match.
Fuck this match. Sasha should not have won this fucking belt for whatever reason. God knows why they gave her the fucking belt. Like, Alexa had 2 more days just to break the fucking streak of having the Raw Women's Champion for, like, the longest ever, I believe.
Something like that, yeah. They were getting really close.
2 days. 2 fucking days. 2 fucking days.
That sums it up
you
nice.
couldn't have taken it out on the Raw next week. No, you want to do it at SummerSlam because Sasha has a bullshit curse that nobody cares about. Bitch, go fix your fucking weave and... fuck you, Vince.
So a lot of people thought this match was like painfully average. I actually liked it more than most people. I thought it was going really well.
I'm not done. No, I'm not done. Fuck you for not selling that fucking arm injury, doing your little fucking... No, fuck you, Sasha. Sell that. Fuck off.
I really was not a fan of the finish. The finish pissed me off. Obviously, I didn't want Sasha to win. But the finish was just really whatever. Because she just like, oh yeah, you hurt my shoulder and everything. But no, my shoulder's not hurt right now. La 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 la.
I want to throw my
I'm not a
laptop
fan
at
of this
something.
match, honestly.
Fuck you, Sasha.
So that's all I have to say. I'm not a fan of this match.
I thought it was fine. It didn't. It was better than. It was the best women's match on the card. How's that?
Okay,
Of the
that's
two.
true.
Yeah. Next.
Fuck off, Sasha.
Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt in the most predictable match I've ever seen in my life.
It did what it had to do. Next.
Indeed, self-proclaimed god.
I didn't
He
even
just-
know what match we were talking about.
Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah, this match happened. Finn won. It was
Next.
the entrance was neat. Next.
Yeah.
The Shield
Raw Tag
versus
Team
Cesaro.
Championship.
Okay, this is where the show picked up.
This is where business picked up.
Cesaro
Hell yeah,
fucked
this-
up badly by ripping up a fucking beach ball, which prompted the crowd to bring beach balls in the next 2 days.
Yeah, that could have been a better
What a
call.
heel. Cesaro's a good heel.
Yeah, but you
You wanted to
fucked
show
up.
You wanted to show personality? He's a beach ball destroyer.
But he fucked up now.
But now he's basically set the precedent that, oh cool, our favorite WWE superstars will interact with the fucking beach balls. Woohoo, I'm cool.
And there is something that I wanted to clarify because I heard a lot of people saying like, "Oh, look, everyone was so happy about the beach balls and everything. They were all popping for it and everything." I'm like, no. People were happy to see the beach ball get destroyed, not because they're paying attention to the beach ball, but because we were all tired of the disrespect of the beach ball and we're glad to see it get fucking torn to shreds. Like that's what we were popping over. We weren't popping over the beach ball. We were popping over the popping of the beach ball.
You say that, but then explain the. Apparently, there were like 7 beach balls at once at one point during SmackDown tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
No,
people
there
wanted,
was-
people wanted to get they wanted to get themselves over.
That's my point. It's by trying to kill it, you've reinforced it.
Yeah, I know, and that's unfortunate because
you cut off the
wrestling
hydrant's
fans
head,
are,
it grows 3 more.
yeah, because wrestling fans are stupid. But at the very least, Cesaro was like, I think he had good intentions. I just don't think it came off as well as it should have. Like his intention was, hey, fuck off with the beach balls. We're trying to wrestle here, and it was a good match too. Which bothers me that
amazing, honestly.
like I thought this match was like it was a really solid match, so I was kind of pissed off that once I heard the fans were like, yeah, I'm like, they're not cheering for the match, are they? And then I saw somebody pick a beach ball up and throw it, and I'm like, motherfucker.
It's the curse of Seth Rollins. Like last year, he had to
Yep.
deal with the Universal Belt stuff, and then this year, this.
Match wasn't as good as the Usos match, but this was
No.
good to see. It was good to see Dean instead of have some chemistry as a tag team, and Cesaro and Sheamus doing what they do.
Dean is now the first Shield member to be a Grand Slam
yeah.
champion.
Grand Slam Ambrose.
Grand Slam Bros.
The Grand Slam Renee tonight.
I thought it was so original when I said Grand Slam Bros at first. Then I looked in the Pro Wrestling Room, it had already been said 3 times. Then I looked on Reddit, and it was like every comment. So I was very disappointed.
I think you had it first, and then I just spammed it.
Okay. I feel like I said somewhere, and I think like kebab, fucking, something. I don't know.
Probably.
There's probably a word for what I'm looking for. I don't know what it is. Next match.
AJ
AJ
Styles, Kevin
versus
Owens. Dane is a special ref. I really dislike special ref matches where Austin is not the special ref.
Did you say Kane
I-
is the special ref?
No, Austin.
I like this match, honestly.
I liked what Owens and Styles were doing. I didn't love it. I liked it. But I can't really get behind this kind of match because the focus was on Shane. I couldn't get around that. It's
They
distracting.
did this weirdly for me. Like they decided they wanted to run the angle tonight for some reason as opposed to at SummerSlam. So they just kind of like teased dissension between Shane and Kevin, but then had AJ just kind of win. I found that really weird. It wasn't a bad match by any means. It was
good. Their best match so far.
I'd cautiously call it good.
I don't like the fact that in this match, the champion was the third wheel. That's what bothers me the most.
Yeah, they're kind of in that weird position anyway, because if they don't put in something that takes the focus off the belt, then AJ and Kevin are never going to stop feuding at this rate.
And I get that. Like, they have to transition to Owens Shane somehow. But it still bothers me that in this sort of situation, the champion is the one that is just kind of there, throwing in moves to the move pool. Like, that's so annoying to me.
True. I don't know. It's one of the situations they're in. They got to get out of it.
Why is a non-wrestler the focus? Motherfucker.
Because the non-wrestler's a McMahon who draws more money than either of the guys in the ring.
I just want that ref shirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a WWE ref shirt just so I could be a referee in real life every time something happens. Yeah.
I mean, it was like a custom. It was like a Shane jersey ref shirt.
Yeah. I want it.
It was good.
I want it.
Maybe they'll sell it.
This was solid, just iffy on the in-game booking.
All right.
AJ was the third wheel.
I wasn't a big fan of the match. I was kind of disappointed by it.
Let's hear quotes, unfiltered response to this match. Jinder Mahal.
Fuck this match.
Shinsuke
Fuck
Nakamura.
this match. If it weren't for the fact that Cena Corbin was just a bullying session and Big Show and Big Cass happened, this would have easily been the worst match of the entire weekend.
Oh,
I guess
no argument there.
This was just horrendous. There's no way that I can justify anything that happened in this match other than possibly Jinder winning, because I expected Jinder to win. I was really hoping this time around they were going to at least ever so slightly attempt to break the formula that they have written down for Jinder. It's like when they first decided to push Jinder, that they wrote down on a piece of paper, a small piece of paper, a note that says, wrestle poorly for 10 minutes, have Singh brothers interfere, hit finisher for the match. Then just hand him that note and said, okay, for every match you're going to do for the next year, follow that formula and you'll be good to go. That's all he has been fucking doing. And it's
the match wasn't bad. Come on.
Yes, it was.
It was bad. It was.
I almost fell asleep during the match, and it was in the fucking middle of the
It
afternoon.
is not Jinder Mahal's fault that he couldn't carry Nakamura to a good match.
It's Nakamura's fault.
Exactly.
But Jinder did what he had to do. And
Jinder did his best to carry this to a good match.
And I might not agree with the finish.
No, he fucking didn't.
What? It's not my fault. Shinsuke's fucking lazy.
Thing.
Shinsuke's lazy. Is that my fault? Or is that Jinder's fault? It's not our fault.
Bhris, fix your mic.
Fuck off.
There are multiple reasons why this match went the way it did. One, Jinder only knows how to wrestle one type of match, which is not
Shinsuke is lazy.
the main event match. Okay.
Alright, but look at it
We'll
this
say
way.
Nakamura did not try to go above and beyond for this match.
Before you get your point in, take this. Jinder was wrestling pre-show matches.
That's exactly it.
Hold on.
He's a fucking
And then you fucking strap a
champion
jetpack.
who is wrestling jobber matches because that's all he fucking knows how to do. He doesn't know how to wrestle like a main eventer because he's not a real main eventer. He's a fucking joke.
But that's not his fault.
He's been a joke since his debut, and he's a fucking joke now. That's it. And fix your goddamn mic because you sound like you're sneezing into it.
I'm laying down.
What are you laying down? You're so fucking weird every show. I'm laying the mat. I'm gonna randomly play a DBZ game. I'm laying down the bed. Good night, fucking idiots.
Like, fuck you guys, you fucking marks.
Every party involved here with this match is at fault. Jinder's at fault because he doesn't know how to wrestle like a main eventer.
Jinder do wrong?
Fault because he didn't put in that 110% effort to make this anything more than a bad match. And fucking Road Dogg is the drizzling shit as an agent. Jesus Christ, Road Dogg is fucking awful.
You hate Jinder because he speaks different.
I live in Thailand. I don't.
Because he looks different.
You
When
hate
he
him because he
talks
looks different, and yeah, you hate Jinder for those reasons.
You xenophobic American Canadian and Kyle.
You xenophobic Canadian.
Honestly, this match made me think of, if you want to use the word misuse on any talent right now,
He's
it's
on Jinder because he has to play, or he has to fight versus jobbers like Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's not our fault.
Jinder's not even
Shinsuke.
being used properly. Like shit.
Shinsuke's being lazy.
just look at his other matches versus Ziggler and Corbin.
Lazy. Corbin couldn't have a good match with fucking Nakamura, and Ziggler just decided to no-sell everything the way he used to. It's
We're
not
gonna get death threats about this Jinder shit.
So like Nakamura was used pretty fucking well in NXT. You look at his NXT match.
no. After that Sami Zayn match, every other match he's had
One
was
can have a good match
subpar.
in NXT. Yeah, Baron Corbin was the king in NXT, wasn't he?
No, I was talking about
No, he
Shinsuke.
was so
I'm
good.
talking about Shinsuke. Shinsuke
Just
had one good
Give
match
us
in
the
NXT,
Shinsuke
and
AJ
everything
matches that
was-
we're all waiting for.
That's not happened until like Mania.
This is gonna be one long road to WrestleMania.
Alright, last match on the card. Fatal 4-Way. Universal
match.
title. Brock
It's been
Lesnar.
fun.
Brock Lesnar beat Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe.
Heat and Reigns.
Fucking Braun Strowman was honestly Braun Strowman made this match.
Braun
Like,
Strowman
the reason
is a made man after this match.
this match, like the reason this match is as good as it is, was because Braun Strowman went out there and he put 200% effort. He went so over the top to try to do his part to make this match look really
He
good.
put
Like
Braun
He
through
is
two
a
tables.
made man. Braun Strowman is a made man. That's it.
I'll say one thing. Never say that Brock Lesnar did nothing for this business. after
He
this
sold
match.
Oh yeah, Lesnar
amazingly.
definitely did his
for
part. You see all the shit that
everybody.
he ate during this match?
He
There's one
sold
thing
for
Brock can
everybody.
really do that he's not lazy on. Selling.
He knows how to sell.
It's
He
kind of
is
weird
one of the
that
best
such a
sellers in
big
the
guy
business.
can sell so well. Like, it's such an anomaly because usually
It's
big
not-
guys don't sell as much.
it's
But then
not
he'll
that-
like take this wacky fucking bump or something.
Brock
and,
is
like, throw
lazy.
himself 10 feet in the air to get into the corner.
That Brock's problem is that he's lazy too. He's not interested unless he's interested in the opponent. And I guess after the first thing that he had with Braun while he was in a wide family and still green, he like resented it. But now he's like comfortable in it since, you know, Braun has gotten better. So I think now that he's more invested in it, it's a good feud.
I think he's the kind of guy that, like, if he sees something in someone, he'll go for it. He definitely didn't see it at the Royal Rumble in, what was it, 16?
Yeah, because he was green.
Yeah.
And we all hated
now
Braun.
It's a very different situation.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think my one gripe on this match is that Joe was just there to take hits.
No, Joe did his job. Joe did his
I mean,
job.
Joe did look opportunistic, which has kind of been this whole thing throughout this whole thing, when these other three have been killing each other. But he didn't.
90% of the match was him taking hits.
There was never a point where I was convinced he was actually going to win off of one of his cocaine clutches. He needs to, like, properly lock it in once, I think. Like, legs wrapped and shit all the way.
Fucking.
Yeah, he never actually got anything locked in. Like
And what did Roman do? 10 Superman
Roman
punches.
just did a lot of Superman punches.
Yeah, he did
which
10
also-
Roman,
Superman
I'm gonna
punches.
say like this isn't me trying to be some like internet smart fuck, but I think honestly Roman was the worst part of that match. But like
He took the pin. He did the best part.
He did what he was supposed to do, and that's what I felt like a lot of what was going on in this match, because it was like, if we're being realistic, it was just 20 minutes of finisher spam, but it was laid out in a way that made it look better than it had any right to be.
Braun opener, which is reckless on his part.
Braun
I
killed
think
Brock.
that Roman did is, in a way, Roman being the worst part of this match was kind of a good thing. Because the focus on this match, by far and away, was clearly meant to be on Braun. There was no way around that Braun was meant to come out as the star, even if he didn't win. So anything else that happened was just kind of accessory. So Roman and Joe, they were there. They contributed whatever they could, but they didn't steal the focus. They didn't do anything too nuts. Roman did, however, spear Brock through the fucking barricade, which is they still pop for that spot every time.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of that was something weird I don't normally compliment, but the camera work in that particular spot I think really helped it because, you know, we all kind of expect the spot to happen, but because of the positioning of the camera, it almost felt like it came out of nowhere. Like I was taken aback by it a bit.
Yeah, they made sure Roman was really off screen for it. It was very good. Plus, with Joe choking him out, then just kind of dipping.
I just remembered, can we take the time to appreciate that Brock could have went to the back and spent like 15 minutes there, but he almost came back immediately after like maybe 4 minutes or so.
True.
Yeah, guys,
he didn't pull a Roman where he just fucked off for the whole match and then came back to the...
And I was there for that time that Roman fucked off for the whole match. That was awful. Like, I was there, and I'm just looking at him like, what are you doing? Why is this going on? And then that's when everybody started chanting.
Roman was asleep for like half this match.
Yeah, that's why we were all chanting Roman sleeping.
Yeah, people might complain that it's at No Mercy, but I am hyped for Braun Brock now.
I'm conflicted. I don't know who to go for.
I don't care who wins. I just want somebody to win. I want somebody to die.
I just want, as long as the match happens, like, I'm content.
The problem is it going to be a gimmick match, or is it going to be a straight-up one-on-one?
Well, right now it's one-on-one.
Even if it isn't a gimmick match, it's going to be a gimmick match.
Depending on how much time they get.
Cage.
Yeah, I just hope that... I really hope that it isn't that typical Brock match where it, like, goes under 10 minutes and Brock wins clean as a whistle sort of thing. I mean,
from the looks of it, it looks like it's a one-off.
It probably is, but...
So he has to win clean.
Strowman looks as good as possible.
So he's going to have to do the Joe thing.
Can we just get Brock versus Braun with a different gimmick for every Raw pay-per-view until Mania?
That's not happening. Because Braun is going to be used for the Survivor Series team.
Okay, well, we can skip Survivor Series and Royal Rumble.
I mean, what? Do you think they'll do the same Survivor Series thing they did last year?
Yeah, duh.
Maybe.
I feel like they're going to do the brand supremacy thing, but I don't know if they're going to go all in on it like they did last year.
Braun
has to
get his...
have their matches.
Braun has to get his revenge on Ellsworth.
No, he did. He threw him through a table after he got eliminated.
He did get his revenge.
Oh, I know, but he has to get even more revenge. He'll have to see Ellsworth and be like, you fucked me over, and then just eat him. Like, just eat him live on television. Just fucking rip him.
I'm not finished with you yet.
Yeah, I'm not finished with you. Just like rip Ellsworth in half and just start eating it.
We get on SummerSlam.
And that's all we have for SummerSlam.
Yeah, it had some good matches. It had a bunch of bad matches.
Main event was possibly my favorite match of the year. Tag matches were good. U.S. Championship match was alright. The rest of it was pretty skippable. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot you could skip.
I honestly didn't think we'd get any matches better than what would happen on Takeover, but we had about 4 matches that were better than like any match on Takeover.
I would
that's a call.
Agree with that.
I mean, your main event, New Day Usos Raw Tag Title match, and okay, I put AJ KO about even with most matches that happen.
I would put AJ KO about on par with the main event of Takeover. I would say, I'd say I enjoyed the best Takeover match as much as I enjoyed the tag team matches on SummerSlam, and then the main event was just on another level.
Yeah, I give it maybe 3-4 matches on SummerSlam outdid any match on Takeover. Takeover was a more solid show.
Yeah. They had the benefit of not having to have 15 matches, though.
Exactly.
So that'd be fair.
Yeah, they have a completely different perspective when it comes to booking their shows and everything, because they get to focus more on the wrestling, because it's not a 6-hour-long show. It's just 2 to 2.5 hours, 5 or 6 matches depending on the card. They have a lot less they have to work on, so they can put more dedication into each of them, which is really nice.
Which is why it was the better show.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to compare them because there's a lot less that NXT has to do than the main roster. Oh, I didn't completely hate SummerSlam, but it was a bit of a disappointment overall.
Bhris, what time were we at?
1:20.
That's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Okay, so let's get to the best
We can sit through Raw SmackDown.
We can.
The really important things. So the Brock stare
Raw
down.
happened.
No.
Raw was worth it for the
After Brock Braun happened, Raw happened.
Emma got killed again. That was kind of funny.
No, it wasn't funny.
Cass injured himself.
Cass's leg exploded. He has a torn ACL after 8 months.
That's Enzo's fault.
That spot didn't go well. Cruiserweights or whatever again. I mean,
octuple jobber entrance with the cruiserweights.
Shut up. Stop talking. You really stop talking. Not a double. Not a triple. Not a quadruple. Quintuple. Sextuple. Septuple. They did an octuple jobber entrance for the entirety of the cruiserweight division. Why?
I was impressed with that, honestly.
Give one guy one. Maybe 2 even, if you're feeling fucking generous.
They could have given fucking Grand Metalik an entrance, because it was his,
I don't remember what his theme is.
It sounds like video game boss music, I guess. I don't know. But it's...
Want to just kind of get through this Raw. Talking points should be just... We had Hardys versus Dean and Seth.
That was very
John Cena showed up. John Cena showing up wasn't as good. Oh god.
There it is.
That's not good.
It would sound like a... that sounds like possible boss music for like Guacamelee or something.
That sounds like a Street Fighter boss fight.
It does, yeah. It sounds like video game boss music. Rollins and Ambrose defended against the Hardys, which was kind of cool. It wasn't a bad match. It was pretty fun.
It was a non-title match. Come on.
Matt and Jeff are still...
Was it non-title? No, I thought they defended.
It was non-title.
It was non-title.
Was it? Oh, okay. I thought the title was on the line for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, it was a fun match.
It's nice to at least see them get interjected back to the tag titles.
Yeah, it was cool. Then Jason Jordan gets what he wants. All he has to do is be nice to his dad.
Yeah.
It was against Finn Balor, so I can't complain.
It was a fine match that nobody in the arena wanted to watch it, though.
Hey, it gets Finn a win, it gets Jason a loss, it gets both of them TV time.
And he gave the crowd a beach ball. The Miz cut him a promo that everyone on the internet is fucking blowing their load over.
Yeah, because it had a lot of similarities to one of his Talking Smack promos, like the big one, which was cool.
If I go on Reddit right now, how many threads do you think they were saying fucking Miz pipe bomb promo? Because I'm sure it's a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It was a good promo, though.
I know, but I don't know. The Miz circle jerk just never has gotten to me. I think he's good on the mic. I think that's where it ends.
Dude, I've been saying that for a year now.
Well,
you know how much flack I give? How much flack I get for that?
I'll say it right now that Miz is average except for Dawkins. Fucking Jinder Mahal in general is a better wrestler than Miz.
Oh no! We are not that far.
The fuck? Fuck off. That's actually just incorrect. And this isn't even me trying to hate on gender. Like, Miz is not a... Like, you said The Miz, right? Or did you say someone else? Miz is a good wrestler. The fuck are you talking about? Like,
all right. Speaking of Reddit, somebody says, I don't get Bobby Roode. He's about as generic of a Ric Flair clone as can be. His matches are technically perfect, but dull as hell. And I can't think of a single matchup of his that I want to see. If it weren't for Nakamura rejecting the theme song and Bobby lucking onto it, he'd be nothing special and just another Alex Riley. Don't get me wrong, he had mid-card value, but the rumor that he is considered a top 5 talent given the competition is just laughable to me.
Did you say another Alex Riley?
That's really mean.
Good troll bait. This is some good troll bait.
Yeah, really.
It's already started. It's 5 hours.
No, this was yesterday.
This was yesterday?
This was yesterday.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, we basically got Cena showing up, challenging Roman. Yay, everyone's favorite dream matchup.
Told you it wasn't happening at Mania.
Most people I've talked to are excited about this match happening, but they picked the worst crowd to debut this idea in front of.
You both suck. You both suck.
Yeah, it was the worst case scenario.
You both suck.
Roman was just there too. Like,
yeah, but that's a good thing, I think.
Roman was in the background.
Here's the thing though. When they're damned if they do, damned if they don't on that kind of, because when Roman talks, you have these issues, but when Roman doesn't talk, people have these issues. I feel like playing it safe and just having Roman be the silent asshole / badass kind of works.
You both suck. You both suck.
Good enough shit to Cena.
Man, the heat that Cena gets is always fucking hilarious to me. Like, he gets booed in New York because he's a Boston guy, and then he gets booed in Boston because they're ashamed of him. Who gets fucking booed in both places? God, it's so funny to me.
Bhris, answer this for us. Is Tom Brady ashamed of Cena?
I wouldn't know.
Well, you're the Tom Brady fan.
You want me to call Tom Brady right now? I don't think Tom Brady watches wrestling. He goes to sleep at 8:30 every night.
Gronk watches wrestling. Tom Brady watches wrestling.
Tom Brady goes to sleep at 8:30 every single night. I don't think he watches wrestling.
He can. I bet you Tom Brady can afford a fucking DVR, Bhris.
This is Tom Brady's life.
DVRs aren't even that expensive anymore.
He goes to the gym. He eats his avocado ice cream. He eats avocado ice cream. He works with his quarterback coach. He goes to his little training facility. He plays a game every weekend. And he goes home and goes to sleep with his beautiful wife Giselle and his 2 kids. I don't know if he watches wrestling.
Nigga said beautiful wife Giselle. She looks like a horse.
Listen, I'm not the one who married. I'm not gonna judge what he likes. If that's what he likes. If he likes what he likes.
She's on Giselle Brady here. This is probably not the best call. SmackDown, right?
She's got a sailor's mouth, that's for sure.
Bobby Roode debut. That's about it.
She's got a sailor's mouth. What does it mean?
What the fuck did he just say?
SmackDown was solid this week.
I didn't see SmackDown.
They started restocking people, so
I didn't see SmackDown.
The beginning was a little flat for me because I really didn't want to see another AJ Kevin match. I was hoping that would be how they debuted Bobby.
The beginning.
I'm glad they're done with it, but jeez,
it took them a while to get there.
I think
Bobby debuted.
The KO backstage antics were nice, like with Brizongo and stuff.
True.
And I got Brizongo a little earlier there. That was cute.
Peef thought that it was a fucking tag team that they were gonna form.
No, I didn't. I said they were teasing it. I didn't say they were gonna do it. I figured they wouldn't do it. I think I said that right after. I said they weren't gonna do it. But they're definitely teasing it. They have the idea in their head.
It's not happening. One of them would have to be face.
We're talking about Kevin Owens and Sammy, by the way, because we're not actually giving this context.
One of them has to be a face, and or the other one has to be a heel. It's not gonna work.
I
sure
think
can. Strange Bedfellows tag team.
Let's say in 2 years' time, I think Kevin Owens will turn face and be with Sammy. As a tag team.
No.
Same like the Shield reunion, basically, but less important.
I'm not against a Sammy KO team.
It would be very good.
Yeah, they're a very good team
Owens,
together.
Kevin Owens kind of has that like CM Punk quality to him, if he was a babyface wise. If that makes any sense.
So he'd be the cocky baby face.
Well, he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
But he's your douchebag.
So he's the cocky baby face.
Exactly.
I'm better than all of you, but I'm the good guy, and you all love me anyways.
Exactly.
I don't think that works with Kevin. To me, at least.
We'll have to see.
He wouldn't be able to like pander very easily, I don't think. But like, there are ways to do it. I think, and Kevin's a good enough actor and shit to where he could do it.
And before they actually do a heel turn for Sammy,
I mean that you say
It's
that's a
hilarious.
joke, but it wouldn't be the worst idea.
like
It'd be a little goofy.
he comes out to save someone from Kevin, and just like haluva kicks him, and like has this smug look on his face. I think that'd be hilarious.
He just went
They
off
have
the
to change
rails.
the fucking entrance music.
Yeah,
He can no longer have the real Big Fish entrance music.
Yeah, he can't have that entrance and be a heel.
Baby faces get ska music, Sammy. Heels don't.
I don't know what he would have, but
Maybe just like the intro to the ska music, and then it cuts away into Big Cass's new theme.
That'd be horrible.
It wouldn't be great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of regret saying that.
Yeah.
But
Now look what you've done. They're gonna do it now, just because you said
yeah, we
Well,
did get the
Shelton had
Yeah,
it. Yeah, Shelton Benjamin.
got the
They
returns.
replaced one black dude with another one. Like,
Then they upgraded. They upgraded.
Gordon, they aged him by about 15 years or so. I don't remember how old he is.
that was a rough 15 years.
he's
If that's
20, yeah.
like what
A
Shelton's
lot can happen in 15 years.
looking.
Sean's only been gone for about like 7 years.
Yeah, he got old.
Yeah.
Is
He
Sig a
spent some time in
retard?
Japan. He was okay in Japan. He wasn't super amazing, but he was fine.
Is this man a retard? He's feuding with Roderick Strong on NXT.
What? What are you talking about?
Peef knows what I'm talking about.
He's reading stuff.
Peef knows what I'm talking about.
He's reading Bobby Roode stuff.
Peef
No,
knows what
he's
I'm talking
calling
about.
out Sig right now on the book.
Oh, okay.
I have a ticket here from a local show I went to a couple of years ago that Shelton Benjamin was at. That shit was funny. We ended up stalling his match for 5 minutes because we wouldn't fucking shut up.
Did you drive to the destination? Or did you take a boat?
Because he came in as a face, and we just would not stop fucking cheering and saying shit. And then he had to turn around and he's like, yo, can I wrestle now? And then he almost immediately goes heel on his opponent, and we just burst out in cheers. It was fucking amazing.
Sounds good.
It was great.
Hey,
Yeah, it was a solid match too. So.
Yeah. Chad has a dad now.
Because of a dad.
My black dad.
Does that mean they're gonna repackage Shelton's dad Gable?
Alright, I'm ending it here. That was corny. Goodbye.
Okay.
Did you
So,
actually
What else did we get? We got Up on the Hype Bros.
Wait, Bhris, did you actually just end it?
No.
Oh, okay. You Josh.
He wouldn't
he didn't.
like that.
You know
he
when
didn't
I
say,
ended.
He didn't say fuck the Young Bucks.
Exactly.
Of course he couldn't have.
Oh,
You know
You're
that's
right.
my
I'm
sign
sorry.
off.
How unprofessional of me.
What's wrong with you? Fucking
I
guy.
mean, to be fair, nothing else happened on the show except for the weird, really, really weird special ref match.
Yeah.
I didn't see SmackDown, so I can't comment on
and
it.
I guess Enzo's in the cruiserweight division now.
Nobody
205
cares.
Live was apparently 205 Live was apparently like good this week. It's worth watching, I guess. I don't know. I didn't get this. I was spoiled before I even got to watch it.
That's my fault.
Probably my fault.
No, it wasn't
Bhris,
your fault.
here's what
It was
you
Shackle's
missed.
fault. Shackle literally went at everyone and then tweeted and then posted spoilers for the fucking episode. I was just like,
yeah, but it's live.
And you guys were like, you don't watch 205 Live, and I'm like, you didn't even give me a chance to. I was finishing SmackDown.
But it's live.
Like,
it's not a spoiler.
You don't watch it anyway.
But you don't have to tag me to tell me things if a show is live and I'm watching it. If I'm watching it, I see it.
But who watches 205 Live?
Yeah, but
Obviously
it's like
Quote today.
Just for the title match.
I don't watch WWE shows as they happen. Like, I watch them with a bit of delay because I wait until everything is available to watch online first. Because, I don't...
Yeah, I did the same thing.
It's really annoying and kind of pointless to get up early to fucking watch WWE stuff live. Unless it's, like, something really, really important and I don't have anything to do, which I didn't have anything to do this morning, but still. It's easier for me to watch them later. My point is, I hadn't even got through SmackDown, and he tagged everybody to show off something, and it wasn't even in the spoiler section. Like, fuck.
That's also true. We do have a chat explicitly for spoilers.
But it was a live show.
So,
regardless.
It's a live show that nobody watches.
But if you tagged me and you gave away the result of, say, SummerSlam before I had finished watching this show,
You would have been banned.
Yeah, you would have been gone in so little time.
No balls.
You also can't ban him.
You could go ban. Well, he can ban him.
We can't. He owns for Discord. We're so off topic right now. So, Bhris, here's what you missed.
The show's over. Who cares?
It's
Wow.
not.
The
Is
Rock
it
was
over?
not the highest paid actor?
Wait, stop. Is the show over?
No, not yet.
No, I'm still
Technically,
fucking
no.
recording.
I'm
just looking at stuff for The Rock right now. The Rock is the second highest paid actor. He was outdone by Mark Wahlberg.
Peef.
This is not topic. I'm talking about The Rock.
I'm so lost.
Is The Rock wrestling right now?
I mean, he is in his movies.
I got off Madden for this.
Okay, so Bhris, here's what you missed.
Bhris, you could have been playing Madden this whole time.
God, I tried to tell him what happened for 30 minutes. Let me tell him what fucking happened.
Okay, go ahead.
And bro,
So listen, Bhris, here's what happened. Fucking Baron Corbin was a special ref for an AJ Kevin Owens match for no reason. He came out. He called the match down the middle for no reason. And out of nowhere, he got mad at AJ for no reason.
No, Peef. There was a reason.
What was the
It was
reason?
a good reason. He said if he helped KO win, if KO won, if Corbin would be the first one to get a shot, U.S. title.
But AJ pointed out he's an idiot.
Exactly. There was a reason, not a very smart reason.
Okay, so he called the match down the middle for a vague reason. Then he got mad at AJ for almost no reason, really. And then Shane came down.
Yeah.
Shane
Those had no reasons.
Shane came down, pulled Baron out of the ring because he was trying to screw AJ out of the title, took the shirt that Baron gave to him willingly for some reason, and then AJ won the match.
Because Corbin's like, screw this stuff.
It was weird. It didn't translate that well, but it made sense for the feud, I guess.
Yeah.
And we don't have to watch an
Entirely.
AJ KO match, so who cares?
yeah.
That's like the best thing out of this.
Overall, it was a good show. Good weekend of wrestling.
Yeah, it was fine. I'm just glad we're getting away from the goddamn Barclays Center.
Yeah, for a bit.
Rude.
I cannot,
So next year,
Rude.
cannot stand that Brooklyn crowd.
when me and Bhris are going to SummerSlam,
I'm going to SummerSlam next year.
I'm sleeping on your fucking floor, man. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna knock on your door. Fucking August, whatever day SummerSlam is next year. I'm gonna knock on your door. You better let me slip your fucking door or something.
I'm like, who?
He won't even go to SummerSlam. He'll be too fucking lazy to leave his place. He'll be on his couch like, I'm playing Madden.
Madden 19 might be out, so you might be right.
I do have one thing to add, is that they're in Brooklyn, Barclays. The Usos had a promo. Crime time. That's like my biggest disappointment of the week.
Brooklyn,
That is my biggest.
That would have been a great time to do it.
Exactly. That would have been a great thing to see.
But it would never probably happen. I don't think someone sees money in JTG.
But he was employed for 7 years.
Well, not terribly willingly. About 7 of those he was trying to be fired. Okay, we should probably wrap this show up if we're going for a year.
Probably
about
2
nothing in particular.
We're at 140.
We're up top.
Okay, so
bad.
that was a show and a half, and a week and a half, and everything and a half, and my brain is
Okay,
dead.
that was something.
We might be here next week, depending on Peef status.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. I'm in the process.
Fuck both you guys.
I'm moving next week though. Like literally
To your
by
maid's
this
house?
point next week, I'll be.
To your maid's house?
Funny enough, my new house is gonna have a maid's quarters.
Of course it is.
You'll be spending a lot of time in there, I bet.
It has its own bathroom, so sure, maybe.
Does it have a bench though?
Does it have a what?
A bench.
Stop, end the show, and do not tell the story.
I'm signing off. The elite.
I can't even finish. All right. And lastly, fuck the Young Bucks.